motherfuckers. We back.
Back at it again.
Alright, we're recording a bonus episode for y'all. We was feeling good.
The plus one for you.
Yeah. Alright, so I am your
And
host.
one.
I am your host, X. I'm with my co-host, Dub.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. This is Dub. We coming in back with another one. We appreciate everybody for joining us, man. We know y'all don't have to listen, but we appreciate y'all doing so, man. So we gonna get into this one for y'all. We actually have another guest with us. We are starting to go into our season of guests.
Yes.
And we welcome people to the show. So we welcome in my boy Mike. Mike, if you want to go ahead and, introduce yourself and how we know each other.
Oh, no problem. Big Dub. I'm Mike Daniels. Met Walt, through a lot of different friends, but we ended up going to the same HBCU, PV.
Shout out to PV.
You know what I'm saying? Love the transition of education. I was going to a school out in Kansas for a little bit, a PWI, and I ended up having the opportunity to transfer to Prairie View, and I loved it. So if you haven't experienced the HBCU campus, step toes on PVAMU.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? And you may feel some type of things. You know what I'm saying?
Now, before we get into everything,
okay,
y'all know I got a story of how we get to the episode because
I don't know where you about to go.
No. So we riding in the car today, and this goes back to everybody that listened to.
Okay, all right.
No, yeah, everybody that listened to episode 1, man. This goes back to our Amazon versus in-store conversation. But before we get there,
okay,
let's talk about the journey to
talk your shit, Walt. Talk your
the
shit.
journey. So we ended up getting another microphone today, but it was a last-minute decision for us because we knew we was gonna have guests. So we ended up having to actually go to the store to get the microphone. And let me tell y'all, so when people ride with me, they know that I drive extremely fast, right? And that's fine. But I'm always cautious of how I drive.
But are you though?
I am.
He's not.
Don't play me.
Because my booty hole be clenching the entire time this motherfucker be driving.
But at the end of the day, I'm gonna get you there safely. Now let me tell you.
You got it.
Let me tell you. In the span of 20 minutes.
But did you die? Did you die?
In the span of 20 minutes, from going to pick up whatever we were deciding to drink tonight to going to get a microphone, this man hit 2 curbs. And on my side.
It was barely.
I'm talking about we bloop over them hoes. Like, let me tell you, on my side, I said, look, the next curb you hit, make sure that hoe is on your side, dog.
I hit one tire over the curb.
The same tire both times.
It's the back right tire.
On my side.
It's alright. It was okay though. Did you die? But did you die?
Luckily we got there, but this goes back to our in-store versus Amazon conversation that we had on episode 1, man. So everybody knows I'm team Amazon, and X likes to go get stuff in store. And for whatever reason,
I'll get shit on Amazon, but we just didn't have the time to get it on Amazon.
Yeah, but either way, we went to go get a microphone, and you would have gotten.
But I'm recording guests today.
We are, and we got the microphone, but it was a struggle. We ended up having to go to 2 stores. I was like, see, we could have.
We only went to 2 stores because you said the other store would have it,
and they had no.
They didn't have it. Well, they
so was
had
I right?
It halfly.
Wait, but was I right?
But you didn't want to spend that money on that one.
No, it wasn't the fact that we didn't want to spend the money. It was the fact that we didn't like the kind of microphone that they had.
It was the same shit.
It was not.
Phone a friend. I could have phoned a friend. Like, hey, do y'all have a mic I can borrow?
No, that's the thing though. We needed another one anyway.
Gotcha.
But we went to Best Buy to go get a microphone.
I do my shit.
Y'all go to Fry's?
I don't even think Fry's is open anymore.
Fry's is open.
Is it? In Plano? The only one I know is in Plano.
It's the one in Plano, and I got the one up in Northwest Highway.
I didn't even know Fry's.
I don't even think they open anymore. I thought they start closing stores down.
Yeah, I thought they was Toys R Us and so.
I don't want to go. Yeah, but Toys R Us. Matter of fact, Toys R Us used to be next to
the Best Buy.
Yeah. Was that your Jamie Foxx impression?
Or no, that was my Jeff
the jingle.
Jeff Giraffe impression.
Yeah, that's the jingle.
Boy.
But yeah, so long story short, we talked earlier this week, and if we had have ordered when we talked as we were supposed to do,
Well, I was waiting on a reply. And we didn't get that reply.
We did not. But
We did not.
if we had ordered as we were supposed to do earlier this week, we wouldn't even have to worry about getting a microphone. But that's nonetheless here nor there. We are here now. We have a microphone. We have a guest.
Bonus episode for y'all.
Bonus episode. And so we just want to welcome y'all tonight. And so let's welcome my brother Mike on. And man, so Mike, we'll start off with you. How was your week, man?
Man, my week was dope, man.
Wait, before we get into the weeks, we housekeeping rules. We forgot about the drinks. What are we drinking tonight? X, what you got in your cup?
Right now, I'm drinking another Brittany because I'm going through some things.
Reminiscing over there.
So if y'all listen to the episode 2.5 weeks ago, this is the vanilla cognac and the vanilla whiskey topped off with your favorite dark cola.
This one?
That's what's up. That's what's
No,
up. Well, in my glass, everybody already knows it's gonna be a base of ginger ale. But this week we have a peanut butter flavored whiskey. So
You and this guy, damn ginger ale.
I mix ginger ale with everything because it keeps my stomach from hurting.
Let me tell
man.
y'all what to do.
And
If y'all
my
get this
older-
peanut butter whiskey, y'all need to get a cream
Yes,
based
no.
liqueur.
No,
It
so
tastes like a
Coffee.
vanilla.
It tastes like a Reese's-
white chocolate.
Reese's peanut butter cup. So
Yeah.
when we usually make our drinks with the peanut butter whiskey, we usually mix it with the cream liqueur, and it tastes like a Reese's peanut butter cup. So that's one of our signatures that you will drink if you're drinking with us. But yeah, that's what's in my cup, man. Mike, thanks for joining us tonight. What are you drinking in your cup?
You know, I'm new to this cognac game. I'm drinking Grand's Domains. I probably pronounced that wrong, but I'm gonna just say it looks
Let me
nice.
tell you, when I first got it, that's the same thing I said. So you're right.
That yak.
That stuff, nah, man. It's
man.
it's a smooth as AF.
Smooth as AF. But yeah, we definitely appreciate everybody joining us again for this episode. And if you're listening out there, go ahead and pull you up something. Go ahead and pull you up a little old drink.
Appreciate that.
But yeah, man. So getting back to it, Mike. How was your week, dog?
Man, getting back to my week, I'm loving the fact that I get to coach kids for a living.
Okay.
So I'm the associate director for FYI Sports Academy. Subtle plug.
Okay.
I'm based out of Garland, Texas. I am from Garland,
Shout out
Texas.
to
Naturally,
G-Town.
G-Town repping.
Okay.
10 toes I'm stepping.
Okay.
You know, no
Hey.
toes, but you know, it'd be like that. So had a basketball camp this week. You know, being able to give back to the community is just something I love naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Being a kid from Garland, you know, a lot of dreams weren't afforded to us. A lot of kids thought that we had to, you know, grind a different way or do things that were out of pace and out of step. And so, you know, giving back to the community through this next couple of weeks. So, you know, I got camp starting next week.
Okay.
We're taking a break, and then we got 3 more sessions of camp. So if you want to check out our camps, go to FYISportsAcademy.com or follow us on Instagram at FYI Sports Academy. But mainly just giving back to the kids through basketball and service.
That's what's up, man.
Dope. I gotta give you props because I did 6th grade through, well, actually 5th grade through my senior year through Garland. I graduated from North Garland High School and stuff. I know you out there and stuff. So.
And you play football too, right?
He did. I mean, I know about him. I mean, he never knew this.
Well, you came
He
through.
never knew
You
this.
came through after me.
I was after you. I mean, I was way after you, but you know.
Yeah.
Damn, he caught you old.
Hey,
I mean, it is
he
like-
did, but I'm gonna let it
So-
slide.
so- so-
I'm gonna let it
a
slide.
little seasoning on Garland sports. My family, my background is really cool. My cousins graduated from North Garland High School in, I believe,
Okay.
96 and 97.
Damn, he not that old.
That's-
I know he ain't that old. He ain't that old. But the thing is, I was going to be a North Garland Raider by heritage, but unfortunately, my parents decided, let me go ahead and switch him up and let him go to Naaman Forest.
Okay,
So,
cool.
you know what I'm saying? Graduated from Naaman Forest 2010. Had the opportunity to go to my PWI out in Kansas for a little bit.
Okay,
Made
you
my
like
way
right
to
there with
PV. Yeah.
right there with my brother,
Yeah.
Darren.
Yeah.
Darren Dunaway. He was out there too. Shout out to my brother Darren.
But did you
he's
have to
doing
put
music.
his whole government name?
The whole government name.
He cool and stuff. Like, congratulations on your
Hope you got a site.
engagement.
Shout out to the engagement with the
and
lighter hue.
he's doing his music, his Luther music and stuff. I'll probably put some of his music on the podcast soon
There we go.
enough. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
with it.
Trying to help Hello, brother.
Dope, man. But that wasn't the end of your week, huh, Mike? You you got some new ink, huh?
I did, man. I completely forgot. You know, on Saturday I got me a new little tattoo inspired by the Robert Frost poem.
Okay.
You know, 2 woods diverging in the wood. Being able to follow a trail and understanding that you may need
2 paths or 2 woods?
2 paths.
Okay.
It'd be like that. I got caught by the cognac. It'd be like that.
You just, you gotta say fuck walk. I say it once every episode.
Hey, I'm trying to help him out, man.
No. The inspiration behind my tattoo is truly because of this. It's just the fact that you gotta be a trailblazer.
Okay. Shout out to Trailblazers in Portland.
Bye. Goodbye.
I'm a Laker fan. But the road, the journey of life can take you somewhere that you never know will take you. So you know what I'm saying? Okay. I focus on maximizing progress daily, manifesting dreams. All these are MPD words. Those are my initials, and I'm really focused on that 1%.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to people getting actual tattoos that mean something. Don't go out here and get somebody's name on you.
What was your first tattoo?
My first tattoo, my first and only tattoo right now, because I'm waiting on somebody else to finish the design of my tattoo.
Is this the guy who was late to the last episode?
So I can start my tattoo. I am looking forward to some new ink, but my only tattoo is something that I still live by. It was just done in poor taste, and I feel like I was young and stupid when I got it, so I got it in somebody's kitchen.
I feel you.
But
unless you got to change your Snapchat name, I got to change my whole Snapchat name.
Yeah, but I still stand by the tattoo, no doubt. My tattoo is a treble clef. For those that don't know, I'm big in music. I was in the band. And under the treble clef it says music is life, and I still live by that. Everybody that knows me knows that, and for all you listeners out there, I am a music head. Like, I love music. I will literally start and end my day with a song. Like, you know how you wake up with a song in your head and you just cannot get the song out of your head?
Let me tell you the song that's spitting my fucking head. What? Damn.
It's
out my head right now. What's the song?
I don't know. You were singing that all day, but I can't.
It was the Brat and Tyrese. What do you like?
Yeah.
I was singing that shit for like fucking 45 minutes.
Man, right now what's stuck in my head is that Find a Way by Her and Lil Baby. Y'all listen to that one yet?
I haven't heard that one yet.
Yo, that one fire.
Hey, but shout out to my baby. She just released a new single, Tragic. Shout out to Jasmine.
Let me tell you something. I will fight you for Jasmine Sullivan. I was in a relationship earlier, but now we can fight about Jasmine Sullivan.
That is my wife. And
I love that raspy in her voice.
Y'all can fight over Jasmine. Y'all can fight over Jasmine all y'all want to. I got somebody else.
Well, we don't care because we're talking about Jasmine Sullivan.
Right.
I was gonna let him get it out there because he might have to fight before it too.
Well, the person I'm talking about, we're gonna talk about later. You know what I'm saying? She got a little beehive with her.
Anyway,
so let's go. Well, you know what? Since we already started on that, so earlier, I guess when
Trick Little Kill.
So I guess when we actually post this one, it won't be earlier this week, but a little while ago, they had a little back and forth. You had OG in the game, Trick. He basically came out and said that Beyonce can't really sing. And
he said Beyonce can't really sing.
She
can sing, but she can't sing.
Yeah, and he also said that Jay-Z would never be the greatest rapper alive or the king of rap.
He was basically saying that New York wanted to be still the mecca of hip hop and stuff like that, so they boosted him up. And first time that the South heard of Jay-Z was Big Pimpin'.
Okay,
which I can't necessarily disagree with.
Yeah, I can't dispute that. And you'll never go wrong with Timbo on the beat. I think Timbaland did Big Pimpin'. Timbaland did Big Pimpin'. So I mean, you can't really go wrong.
Smoking point up, keep that lean up in my. Let me stop.
Nah, but So. He basically made those comments, man, and the Beehive kind of.
Shout out to Portland, Texas,
you can't really,
Houston area.
You can't really get mad at that though. I mean, like, he said a complete expletive, like just straight up dropped it and said you can't sing and you.
Yeah, but
I don't know, man. Can he come back?
So here's the thing. Okay, so 2 things, right? Because and I think you kind of talked about it. Is the Beehive is a cult, man?
I truly. Let me see. the Barbies, the Navies, Trump support. Trump supporters.
No, I don't think you can put the Barbies at the top. I think the Beehive...
No, they ain't. The Beehive is at the top.
The Beehive is at the top.
Because they were trying to ruin your fucking life.
Like...
over some shit.
Over some dumb shit.
Like, he just gave his opinion on something. They tried to ruin this man's life, his business. Mm-hmm. He wasn't saying that Beyonce... Beehive, don't come for me.
Don't cancel this Beehive.
Beyonce can't sing and stuff. Like, she's not my favorite vocalist.
Not at all.
So I understand where he was coming from, and I understand that you can have your opinion. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's a reason to try to cancel somebody or ruin their restaurant or their livelihood.
But that comes with the territory of being a cult, right? Like, I'm talking like about the
doing
Beehive is
anything.
Ruthless, dog.
Yeah.
I mean,
you Beehive, huh?
Nah. I ain't Beehive. I like her behind, though. I like that. But no, it's just
don't get shot behind.
I ain't getting shot behind that. I mean, it's just the way Twitter fingers are set up nowadays. I mean, people can say whatever they want to.
Right, behind the keyboard,
curtain,
and they think it don't have
implications.
It's not. It doesn't.
No repercussions or anything like that.
And so, so that kind of goes back to an episode that we did a little while ago, talking about disrespect. Like, so here's the thing, right? You got somebody that's talking real reckless behind the keyboard. If you got a chance to meet them in person, what do you do?
Like the TikTok videos. Say with your chest now, nigga. I'm
sorry. It just depends on the type of disrespect they were doing. Shout out to Lana that was on the last episode. Mm-hmm. She had a chance to meet somebody that had a disagreement with her. Politically. Yeah. And over BLM and everything else like that. He thought that all black people were the same way, and she had a chance to meet them. They did a whole story on the news and everything like that. If it's not too reckless, I can't say that I can't, because I can't go to that level. Yeah.
If it's not too reckless, we can meet in the middle. Or I can, if you want to understand, I can try to make you understand.
Yeah,
right? And I think that's what her story is about. You know what I'm saying? They were actually able to meet each other, actually have an intellectual conversation. And come to a common ground. But and that fact that you get too,
I'll beat your bitch ass.
I remember listening to an earlier episode. You said if X got breathed that wrong, he would be like, ugh. So.
That's the old X.
Okay, I feel that. That'd be the same thing with me too.
That's the old X. Let me tell you something. When I did I went through a process where I had to kind of calm down.
Yeah, for sure. Because them earlier 20s would have just popped and kept it moving.
Yeah.
But the versions of us that have careers and lives and we well on our way. Yeah. I can't just pop your ass, but. Believe you me.
Yeah. It's in there. Don't make me say Candy Man 5 times.
Okay, don't make me look back.
Nigga. Punch your word.
Alright, just hold me. Hear all this shit out.
Man, speaking of candy, man, have y'all ever looked at the nutritional labels on these candies though? They really be selling these kids short.
I've just recently started looking at this stuff. And then I have my moments where I look at it, and then I'll be like, "Fuck that."
Okay, let me tell you, because first of all, I'm a fat ass. So if I done pulled out some shit, okay, let's talk about this. So let's talk about weight loss, right? Okay. So I have been on a weight loss journey. I was at a significant amount of weight, and then I started losing weight, and then. I decided that I wanted to start powerlifting, so I started bulking again. But at the same time, like, if I'm looking at some of these labels, like I don't even need to look at the label if I know what I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that some of the shit that I want to eat is fucked up. So, so you know, regardless of
steroids,
regardless
GMO,
regardless, you know, if it's 900 calories or 1500 calories, like at the end of the day, I know that I don't even I don't even have to look at the label to know.
Like, just know, like,
yeah, this some fucked up
I
shit.
don't need to be.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? So, I think the biggest thing is that everything has to happen in moderation. And
definitely. At
the same time, you still, for me, and this is not for everybody, everybody's journey is going to be different, but for me, like, I still got to enjoy life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
At the end of the day, you got to enjoy what you're eating. You got to enjoy, having time, spending time with people. Like when I go out to a social event, like, hey, I want to have a couple of drinks. I want to, eat the food that I want to eat. And that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mike, you actually lost a lot of weight. So, like, and I've been joking. He been on crack. But
low key he has. I'm just saying.
I've been joking, man. But no, real talk, though. Like, tell us kind of your journey of your weight loss journey.
Man, just a level set for everybody listening. I'm a gym rat. I'm in the gym so much that it's impossible. But unfortunately, only one person has been in the gym with me, and that's Big Dub.
Yeah,
Big Dub has been the only one who's been in the gym with me for the last, I'll say about a year and a half. Year and a half.
That's
I know. For me, the weight loss journey is just, you gotta understand the whole concept of what are you trying to do.
Yeah. And before you get to that, before you even get into your journey, man, let me shout you out, bro, because I am proud of you. I am genuinely proud of you, man, because what was your starting weight, bro?
360,
and you are down to
245.
And when we started working out, bro, and I mean we started working out for very different reasons. You know what I'm saying? I started working out to power lift. You started working out to shred. And when we started working out, like you said, hey, this is my goal. This is what I want to do. And I just saw you like literally take that shit seriously and just skyrocket. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you made a whole 180 lifestyle. By the way, I hate when people say I made a whole 360 because bitch, you turn around
right
and
back to where you at.
But I really want to shout you out, man. I really want to acknowledge that, and I want to say, that I'm proud of you, brother, because you literally put your mind to it. You had, the resilience to make it happen, and you're here, bro. So go back to your story about telling us. Oh
no, man, it's funny because that segue leads back into why I lost the weight, man. I coached football. Well, I coached football at South Garland High School for the defensive line. Again, I'm from the Garland. I went to Naaman, ended up coaching at South Garland across the town. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no. We giving all South Garland jokes, man. I'm from Naaman. We don't care about the Colonels, but we're no longer the Colonels. The NAACP did come and change our name to the Titans. I got a funny story about that too. But
shout out to that, man.
Shout out to that.
That's like a long time coming.
It's a long time coming. I mean, that's a whole side.
Yeah.
Continuing on the weight loss. For me, there's so many different applications on your phones to help you out. From MyFitnessPal to Apple's version of Health app. I had the opportunity to come across an app called Noom, Noom. How I came about it, man.
Shout out to Noom, in case y'all want to sponsor us. That's the last time y'all get the shout out on our podcast.
We trying to get monetized, so if Noom would like to would like to sponsor us, we are definitely looking forward to it.
My bad about that.
Nah, you good. Good.
I mean, hey.
Because we done gave 15 different brands.
Okay.
It's just 4 episodes.
I mean, even then, being able to find them by way of other apps and just really buy into their system. It's the whole psychological part behind eating. And unfortunately, what I realized is the psychological piece of eating is left out in Black families.
Okay, so let's break that down. Because I feel like we really need to address that as a culture. Because I don't know about y'all, man, but when I was growing up, like the biggest thing, or you knew you was in trouble, like if you sat down at the table with your family and you didn't finish your plate. Like I think that's the biggest thing.
Let me tell you a story.
Say,
So
go ahead.
one time I cooked fucking fish sticks and I dropped one on the floor. I picked the shit up with my toes and put it in the trash. My mama made me pick that shit up out the trash and eat that shit.
Not surprised.
Cause we don't waste food.
We don't waste food, right?
Yeah.
So I think we get put in that situation, or we get put in that routine or tradition, right? Of like, you need to clean your plate. And I think that puts us in a mindset to where we are, the most obese race, or we always have high blood pressure or heart issues or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And so
it's called trauma.
Dead ass.
Well,
Dead ass. It's called trauma. I mean, you sitting here and you forcing a kid. Everybody has that story. It's forcing a kid to eat Brussels sprouts at the table when everybody else is gone. That kid has built trauma towards not just Brussels sprouts, but towards the whole situation.
Let's say I ate no Brussels sprouts.
Hey,
y'all can beat my ass. I ain't eating that shit.
But yeah, like, no, to your point though, it's like, even, and I think we got to normalize that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, people have kids, or you have, kids that you take care of or whatever, but they might not like the same shit that you like, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's similar story, man. Well, not similar story, but a story about my childhood. Like, when I was growing up, I've never been a person to just like spinach like that. But my aunt.
I got a story about that too. It's at the end of that time.
It's so fun. Everything is green.
Yeah, bro. But my aunt was like, nah, it's good. It's good. Just because, she thinks it's good, or it's good to her. And it's like, man, like, sometimes
I don't like this shit.
Yeah, I don't fucking like the shit. Like, obviously, you have to feed children something that's nutritious for them, but pick some shit that they like. Like, if if I'm telling you that I don't like this shit, and you just saying, oh, you just don't want to eat it. Yeah, I don't want to eat it because I don't like the shit.
Let's piggyback on that. You don't eat it because you don't like it, but unfortunately, what a lot of parents do when you got kids that are between the ages of, I would say, early eating ages is roughly one to about 4. Mm-hmm. What are you feeding that kid? Straight up chicken nuggets and chicken strips.
Well, it depends, not necessarily. Well, traditionally, yes.
But that's the cutoff age when you stop feeding them that baby food that you wanted to go do and use your ninja on and chop it up and do all that cool fancy stuff, and then you realize that fancy stuff took some time out your day. That's the part we need to talk about, because especially in all families across the board, some subsets of families are willing to do the extra mile, and some subsets are not.
Well, I think it's even in that regards, like, it's still made easy for you, even if you want to go to a fast food restaurant, like just getting making simple changes, like getting the fruit instead of the fries, man. Like, you can still make I don't want no damn fruit. But that's the thing, they don't want it because they've gotten so used to eating the chicken nuggets and fries. But if you really pay attention to the kid, because my nephew's like this, man. If you really pay attention to the kid, they usually go for the better food, or the better food for them, out the gate. And it's not until you start ordering the food with the fries all the time that it's like, okay, this is what I want.
They don't know no better.
Yeah, because my nephews, bro, like, one of my nephews loves vegetables and one of them loves fruit, and it's like, not until
have y'all heard the story of watermelon?
No.
So the stereotype of black people liking watermelon came from our brothers and sisters of a lot of hue. Immediately after slavery. So apparently we were doing so well with watermelon, selling it and farming it, that they put the story out that that was so bad. So what they did was put propaganda out, and then after that, I'm sorry, I see Crocs on my in my living room, I'm losing concentration. Apparently what they did was they put the propaganda out that watermelon is bad. The same thing they did with Birth of the Nation and stuff like that. Black people bad and stuff like that. They say that it's bad, it's ignorant and stuff like that, and made it feel like we shouldn't be selling that or forming that, and then they swooped in and then they took the market for it. Basically with everything. let me not. All right, we ain't getting deep on this episode. Let's bring it back. What were we talking about?
no, definitely. To your point, like that definitely does happen. But I think for us as a culture, like food has become, and we even call it that, comfort food.
Yeah, it's comfort food, soul food.
Yeah, it's become how we deal. And
we taken the worst.
Yes.
And made it good.
Yes, but I think that we continue to take that into our younger generations, and we probably should stop doing that, because we look at the family dinner or the soul food or the comfort food as comfort instead of actually dealing with.
Let me tell you, when I broke up, I was definitely eating some.
Yeah, it's comfort food.
It's comfort food. I mean, think about it. The first comfort food we all know as kids and growing up and transitioning into adults is what? Chicken strips and
French fries.
And French fries.
I was about to say fucking ice cream, because I be.
That's true.
Let's not even get into snacks.
No homo.
Because think about it. Everybody always says, "Oh, ice cream is a treat." Or what else? Like, think about our desserts. Mm-hmm. Did you know we have a dessert that's for breakfast? Can anybody name it?
Dessert that is for breakfast.
A dessert that's for breakfast.
Pancakes.
Pancakes is one.
Okay.
Well, what about some dough? Because we got these nuts. Donuts. Think about it. Pastries. Other pastries. We think of them as these are desserts, but we treat them as if they are.
Is that really us though? Is that?
No, it's us as Americans, because what we see is we're trying to diffuse different cultures from the French who love the pastries, and we're trying to diffuse other cultures from everywhere else.
Shout out to the beignets.
You know what I'm saying? The beignets from New Orleans.
Put my L's up.
You know what I'm saying? But those are actually straight up desserts.
They are. I won't deny that.
I like the beignets.
Fuck you all.
But
that's my compliment to one for every episode.
But we're still sitting. We're not really missing out. We're missing out on the fact of why do we see these foods and delicacies, truly delicacies, as emotional eating.
So yeah, that's true. But speaking of emotional strongholds, you just got done reading the book, and we all know because you posted every day of it on your Instagram.
Hey, don't turn me into cops. Say be like, hey, you plagiarizing, copyright infringement.
Yeah,
shit.
So you just finished reading the book, man, and you actually passed it along to me. Unfortunately, I haven't started reading it.
I figured you wouldn't.
I definitely need to start, but you passed along a book called 30 Days to Emotional Strongholds. So kind of tell us about that.
So, this is a book that my dad gave me.
Okay.
He struggled with some emotional strongholds with his father. That he had some strains in the relationship. He gave it to me, and I never actually finished it. I tried to give it to my ex-girlfriend. She threw it back at me and said, "I don't want this." I felt disrespected at that time, but I think that was God intervening, because I still hadn't finished it, and I needed to finish it for myself. So I finished that. I picked up a few things. Did some self evaluation, reflection, and all that stuff. And I actually passed it on to Walt. So I'm hoping that whenever he finishes the book, that he'll pass. Whenever he'll start, he'll pass it on to somebody else once he finishes it. Because I think a lot of this stuff is just passed down from generation to generation, and you're holding on to a lot of stuff that you don't need to hold on to, and it gets in the way of you actually becoming the better you that you need to become.
Yeah, and let me just say, brother, I am proud of you for that, because we have had multiple conversations about stuff that we've dealt with in the past, stuff that we may be still dealing with, stuff that we may be still holding on to, resentment in certain places. And I just admire the fact that you actually took the time out to say, hey, it's time for me to start dealing with certain things to be a better me and move forward.
It took a while.
So I definitely commend you for that. Like, I think that's some real deep and real admirable shit for you to do, man. To say,
I appreciate that, bro.
To say that I'm dealing with some shit and I need to look in different places to make
sure. It takes a while to say that something's wrong with you.
No, definitely.
Because people have been like, they get that narcissist attitude about themselves, like it's somebody else that's causing this issue in my life. But it's like, no, I'm dealing with some shit that I need to deal with before I can get into another relationship or be a good father or be a good husband or anything like that. So I kind of just took the pandemic that time to reevaluate myself.
Yeah, you really did, bro. And I think so. Circling back around the tattoos, I think that goes back to having meaningful tattoos, right? So that goes back to what you was talking about, Mike. So you said you're not done, right? What else do you want to do for your tattoos?
So I actually got my second session, I think, coming up really soon. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually expand on my road. So I got my tattoo on my left forearm. Right now, it's going into the mountains. I have a road going into the mountains. I recently had a trip to go see the Garden of the Gods out in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Okay.
I was out there for a diversity inclusion clinic. Yeah. Got to. Colorado is dope. I ain't gonna stunt.
Only thing I think about is Colorado is.
Hey, we
I did
look. Well, since he talking about it, we might do a show in Colorado. We might go.
You think about it? You've been to
go.
Colorado though, right?
I have not.
You haven't? Oh, you've been to Seattle.
I have.
But
well, Seattle got some good seafood too, though.
Yeah. But so yeah.
So as I continue my tattoo, so right now I have my road going into my mountains, and the road is actually getting lost in the mountains. You can't see it on my tattoo, but it's gonna expand up all the way up the arm. I'm gonna have a road going all the way up the arm, just describing all the lessons that I've learned. So you know how when you're driving on the road, you see those city limit signs.
Yeah.
I've reimagined city limit signs to actual lessons. So patience 1.
Okay.
15 years old. Patience 2, 26. Patience 3, ... Because we still gotta learn patience and shit.
Okay. I'm still working. You know what I'm saying?
You still young. I'm the OG in the room right now.
I'm older and I'm still trying to figure out patience.
Man,
that's a virtue that I don't have.
You know what I'm trying to figure out right now? I'm trying to figure out how you can really listen to all the trauma from not just eating habits, but just trauma in general, and sit here and have a true conversation without being confrontational.
Hey. Real talk,
real shit.
That is
we definitely hit that on the episode, same episode where you and your brothers.
Episode 4.
It was like, hey, run these
like,
motherfucking hands,
okay? Because you can catch the hose.
Well, see, it's different. Cause I'm the only boy in my family.
Okay.
So I have 2 older sisters. I love them. They're beautiful. Hey y'all, if y'all listening, we're not on speaking terms right now.
Oh wow. Okay.
Unfortunately.
Sorry to hear that.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, like you got like in episode 4. If you haven't listened to it, y'all go listen. A lot of family trauma. A lot of family trauma comes out of the family.
Dead ass.
And the thing about it is, a book that I read called The Celestine Prophecy will really highlight the different types of roles those homes play. Because it's like, why are we like we're old now, we grown. Why are we choosing to perpetuate shit that happened 20-something years ago?
Right.
Yeah. That's
20-something years ago. Like
that's rough. I mean, yeah, because it's hard. It's a stronghold.
It's a stronghold.
Yeah.
So now technically, through my weight loss journey, I went from the heaviest to the least in my family.
Oh wow!
In 26 weeks.
Wow.
So my sisters, of course, and my family, my fathers, and everybody's asked, "How are you doing it?" And I let them know how to do it, but unfortunately, it's always met with, "I ain't finna do that shit."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you willing, like, for those who are wanting to really go on that weight loss journey, what are you willing to sacrifice?
Yeah, it's a life. You gotta change your entire lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle.
What are you willing to sacrifice? For me, I ain't gonna stunt to y'all. These are the 3 things that I had to sacrifice, but I love them the most. First thing is family.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing was wings. The motherfuckers is good, bro. Mango habaneros, them shits is fire. You know that third thing, y'all?
We get hit on Wingstop a little bit later. we gonna touch it by talk about that.
Lemon pepper wings. What? The third thing that I had to really sacrifice, yo, was alcohol.
Oh,
that liquor, because you know it's gonna make you lick.
Liquor is definitely something.
Hey, too many times a week though, because you can still pull up with the 2 Cent You College podcast.
definitely.
You're right. I definitely got my drink in my cup right now.
Definitely and stuff. Everything is good in moderation and stuff like that.
That part, it's the moderation. But like earlier you were saying about your journey from you being going from the emotional development of being someone who was like, I reacted to somebody this way, and now I reflected. It's that point right there. Moderation and reflection are the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so for those who are trying to eat red beans and rice and oxtails and good comfort food with collard greens and macaroni and cheese smothered to the gods.
Fuck.
You know, who going to Sweet Georgia Brown on Sunday? You know what I'm saying?
We're not going there.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
That's
tough.
why he don't eat everybody's soul food and stuff.
It's tough.
But
Yeah, but so tattoos, man. X, you got a couple, and
yeah. So I grew up in a Christian household, very religious. So I hid my tattoos for the fucking longest from my parents, from my mother.
Yeah.
So I graduated in 2007, and I went to Midwestern State. My first tattoo, I think this anybody that grows up in a religious household, you got to get like a cross incorporated into your first tattoo, so your parents don't come at you. So my first tattoo was a cross that read Isaiah 54:17, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So I got that first, and then from there I had the fiending. I was like, I gotta get some more ink. I got some more ink and stuff.
It's just crazy.
And Garland, and specifically Dallas, everybody gets their fucking
the
initials on their arms, on the back of their arms or some shit. Yeah. So I got that. I got my initials on the back of my arms. So when I came home one summer, I was playing football and everything like that. I fell asleep in the backseat of my mother's van and stuff like that, and I fell asleep with my arm behind my head and my tattoos were showing. And we went to another family friend's event, and she was like, yeah, he don't know that I know he got tattoos and shit, because I was trying to hide this shit for a year and a half. So they already knew that was happening then and stuff. But tattoos definitely have a not necessarily addictive. Well, some people have addictive. Because when you get that first one, you be like, all right, I need to get another one.
I mean, I've just been like, my first tattoo was 11 years ago, and I haven't gotten another one yet, or almost 12, and I haven't gotten another one yet. But the next tattoo that I'm getting, because I'm actually itching for some ink, the next tattoo that I'm getting, I'm actually looking forward to that, because I've literally thought about that tattoo for maybe 5 or so years now.
You plotted it out and everything.
Yeah, so like I know it's gonna be a large one.
That's dope.
Yeah, but I know exactly.
You ready for the pain though?
Yeah, I'm
sure?
ready. I'm ready for it. Because of what the tattoo is gonna mean to me.
Okay.
And so, you know, when everybody finally gets to see the tattoo, like, I will be able to elaborately explain
why.
Yeah,
you got
exactly.
that.
Yeah, why I got exactly every piece of the tattoo. Now,
definitely.
I will say that one of the pieces in it, which is actually probably going to be the center of the tattoo, is going to be a yin yang sign. And when people think about the yin yang sign,
I think of Psych, the
you do
the sitcom mom.
No, but my whole take, and you know, a lot of people are not going to agree with it, but my whole take on the yin and yang sign is that everyone in the world has a lightness and a darkness to them.
Definitely.
Everybody is born with lightness and darkness.
Definitely, they do.
And to me, this is me personally, I feel like you have to embrace both of them. You cannot neglect one without the other. And sometimes you got to pull from both of those bags, you know what I'm saying, depending on the situation. So that's, for me, the reason that I feel like that I want that to be the center of my next tattoo. I feel like life is all about balance, which I'm trying I'm trying to do better at right now, you know, better at balancing everything in my life. And so that's why I want that to be, you know, the next basis of my tattoo.
I'm with that.
So I'm actually looking forward to that one, man. You know, trying to get ready for the tattoo. You know, That goes back to the weight loss, man. Trying to drop some pounds so this tattoo look real right. Cause
it don't stretch out.
Yeah.
And then get skinny.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be on chest, show little skin. Speaking of little skin,
I'm just trying to see how you gonna show it on. If you trying to show some skin like that, what you gonna do for the OnlyFans?
Speaking of that, that's what I was about to get into. So no.
Let me tell you, I almost fell out my fucking chair. Cause we motherfucking lady, this motherfucker.
I'm just saying, I got weight loss pictures that I just can't show.
We're not gonna skip that though. X almost
he almost did. He really did.
He almost fell out the chair, y'all. Hey. Nah. But
let me tell you, if y'all ain't drinking, y'all need to go ahead and drink. Y'all enjoy this
for sure.
100 times more than
nah,
what you
but
sober.
So OnlyFans just came out and said, what, X?
So they are trying to get away from the adult content,
okay,
so that they can take on more partnerships from other corporations.
Right. It's impossible.
Yeah.
I think we're too far in, huh?
It's too far in.
Okay, so originally, so let's talk about why OnlyFans. Why they said OnlyFans was originally started, right? They said OnlyFans was originally started so that you could basically get a closer look into the lifestyle of somebody that is
celebrities,
famous. Celebrities, somebody that you admire, things of that nature.
I'm sorry if I'm scooping ice on in y'all ears.
It quickly changed from whatever they thought it was gonna be to
when that pandemic hit.
No. You know how? All it takes is one innovative mind to break a system.
Shit, let me innovate shit.
So watch this. Think of it this way.
Xtube, if you're looking for some shit, let me.
With YouTube, there were so many different types of people who broke the system, but in the hip hop game, Soulja Boy kind of broke it.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Think about Dr. Pimple Popper. She broke it. You're scratching the itch. You're scratching the itch of something that people want to see, but you don't know who wants to see it. But you just put it out there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with OnlyFans was this. Yes, they wanted to bring people together. Yes, the overall intent was good, but who else had that same intention that fucked up?
People were trying to get naked.
Facebook had the same intentions. I want to connect people from these different campuses and colleges and this, and this. And what it turned into, you saw Shaniqua's little baby cousin Mumu get her ass beat.
I had a Facebook in high school. I was in that bitch.
I'm dead.
Back in 2005, I was on fucking Facebook.
But that's what happens, man.
But I mean, I feel like it was inevitable for it to go there because it wasn't like when they first started. Like when OnlyFans has only been up maybe 2 years at the longest.
I don't even know. Maybe what, 2, 3.
It probably started before everybody started.
Yeah, and so
the same shit with fucking Twitter. Twitter started off with like politicians and shit, and then after that it was.
But here's
everybody
the thing.
got Twitter.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Like I feel like if you expected it or you wanted it to be something different than what it is, like you would have put a content block on it. Like it's nothing to say that the creators of this platform can put a content block on it to say that I won't allow this certain content. So you can't tell me that they now
yes and no.
Now, but no, you can't tell me that now that it has gotten to the point that it's gotten to
where we got to put content.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Because that money changed.
But did it though?
I mean, it had to. Because my whole thing is, we all know in the IT society that we are in, you can change things with the switch.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me that after you saw the stream of revenue coming in from all these metrics, I'm just saying metrics, of people increasing their, adulting profiles, that you didn't want to put a stop to it. The sad part about it is, yes, the original intent was meant for the greater good, but unfortunately, evolution, you didn't take account of evolution.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Well,
everything has to evolve.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I would say the most purely evolved social media right now, I would say, is Instagram.
Okay.
Instagram now has the whole hide your comment features, all these different features to come up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then again, they're also a part of who? Facebook. Because Facebook had to realize, okay, we have to take some type of ownership to it.
Yeah.
If OnlyFans did not want to take ownership of it until the point where it was a little bit afterwards, they got to be successful with saying, hey, look, we like the sex, we like the adulting.
Mm-hmm.
You're not condoning it, but you're condoning it because you didn't dismiss it.
Right, but so here's my thing with it. if you know at what point, so you're trying to change the direction that you're going with OnlyFans, right? But do you start to, at that point, do you start to pull that content from the platform, or like what, like how do you make that transition, right?
It's tough because man, so let's just say that they just pull content, right? You're now going into so many different types of, what would you call it? I would say infringements or whatever, because now legal issues. Mm-hmm. This person already went through the application process with you, did the application X, Y, and Z, and then afterwards you're like, oh, this person trying to sell some pup. Then you try to pull them off, and it's like you can't pull them off because they're already vetted by you. They've already passed through your application steps. Therefore, you're pulling them from what you already.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Like, is the damage already done?
It's
like,
already done.
I don't feel like you can backtrack now and say.
So the thing is, they're trying to get more corporate sponsorships and stuff. So they got the traffic, but how do you differentiate?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't feel like at this point you can't backtrack and say, oh, this is not a Pornhub. Like,
you can backtrack, but you won't be able to say it's not a Pornhub. What you can do is when you start with your signups, and hey, OnlyFans, I'm giving you free game. So if you get some free game from this podcast, go ahead and just subscribe.
Shout out plug. The only way you can handle this as a backtrack is to put not necessarily a filter, but more or less a drop down and say,
is this adult content?
What are you using OnlyFans for? I'm going to be promoting adult content today.
I'm putting my motherfucking dick on this motherfucking screen. Snakes on a plane.
Hey, shout out to my mama, because if it were from my mama, that'd be had me a little on the count. racking up some Skrilla.
Oh yeah.
No, man, but yeah, I think that OnlyFans is at a point to where I just don't see how, they can kind of reel that back in, man. I just I don't feel like it's too, I feel like it's too known now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. OnlyFans,
this is what you're known for.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, OnlyFans is known for, putting adult content. Like I said, I feel like it's a
never gave y'all niggas internet. They had basically the adult content hijacked y'all's platform.
Yeah, it's a straight platform. I feel like it's a straight platform of adult content now.
These mics are really good.
I feel like it's a straight platform of adult content now, and I just don't see that changing. But it could. I mean, maybe they have
definitely could.
Maybe they have a plan to roll out.
If y'all want to see the 2 cents, OnlyFans, drop it down in the comments.
What else can they do? I mean, Twitch already took all the gaming from them. What else could they do?
Yeah, I
feel like they should double down and just make it adult content.
I know it's Patreon has it, and there's all these other sites and stuff. So it's definitely difficult to reach those levels and stuff.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I know what does have content is YouTube, and if you are liking the episode so far, man, please subscribe for us, comment down in the sections, and let us know you call it. Submit a question that you want us to cover. My brother Mike, I definitely appreciate you joining us.
Thank y'all for letting me come in here as a guest. I appreciate the love and the energy. It's big.
Let me tell you, man. You said you was coming through. While I said, "Hey, is it cool?" I said, "Yes." Yeah. Yes, every time we link up, it's always a good time. It's always a fun time.
Yeah, for sure.
Not trying to say it like this. We're gonna shake it on OnlyFans. Be like,
I got my helicopter. So if y'all trying to see me throw this dick in a circle,
$10 and you can
Good-
buy my
good-
dick in a circle now, boy.
Goodbye. No, but we.
God damn y'all now. I'm over here on these boards trying to do these levels and shit,
I'm sorry.
and they
It was
keep
so
on
funny.
changing. But it's all
getting
good.
close to the mic.
was
But
funny.
nah,
It
we
was funny.
definitely.
It's
we
not
had
just you, Mike. It's Walt too.
Yeah, we had another good time, man. This was only supposed to be a 30-minute episode. This ended up being a full episode.
This is how much we love y'all, man.
Yeah, man.
It don't matter if it's 190 listeners or if it's fucking 50. We gonna bring the same energy to y'all
Yeah,
and
we
stuff,
definitely
man.
gonna give y'all content, man. So if you like what you hear, man, please subscribe, please comment, please like and share.
All that,
We
man. We
definitely
love y'all.
appreciate all our fans that we have thus far. All we can do from here is grow. And like we say every time, man, you can
Hold
agree.
on. Before you do that,
Okay.
let's just say this one more time. Mike, do you have anything else you need to let the people know where they can find you at?
Hey, people, you can find me first and foremost. You can find me coaching at FYI
It
Sports.
doesn't. Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with
You
you.
can find me coaching at FYI Sports Academy. I am the associate director over there, and I really would love to help the kids out in any way, form possible.
Definitely,
My
man.
other Instagram is Coach Mike Daniels. Again, COACH Mike Daniels, and my personal account is the only Mike Daniels. Follow me if you see my journey in weight loss. I don't have an OnlyFans yet, but when I get it, let me know what you're talking
Hopefully
about.
they still doing.
You know, hopefully they still giving a discount or something. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, nah, we appreciate everybody listening in with us. As always, you know, you can agree with us, you can disagree with us, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Although,
Fuck you. The whole fuck.
But that's, man, at the end of the day, that's just our 2 cents on it. We appreciate everybody listening in, and we will see you next time on the next episode of the 2 Cents You Call It podcast.
yeah.